Hey, Vet Squad, what's going on? It's v3tReacts back with another reaction. And we got a brand new release just dropped by our boy Mesus. It's called Born Famous. It's a John Lennon tribute. Now, y'all don't know who John Lennon is, so I'm not even going to act like you don't. So, let's just get into it. First off, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell button that's right over there if you want to get notified. Check out the podcast to my left. Underneath that, put the requests. Yes, Dixie, I'm going to write down your list. Don't you worry. I know you're going to watch this. I got your list. So, if you're a Mesus fan, you know we're about to get something. Hopefully, I don't know what we're going to get. Is it going to be hard? Is it going to be slower? Is it going to be something different? I mean, what is it? Mesus, Born Famous. The John Lennon tribute. That kind of excites me, being that kind of tribute. Let's do this. If you're not a Mesus fan, go subscribe to him. Listen to the rest of his music. Let's go.
Good evening. Millions of people mourned the tragic death of John Lennon today. The young and the middle-aged shared a sense of grief over the inexplicable slaying of Lennon, murdered by a young man who had been a fan of Lennon and the Beatles for the last 15 years.
Witnesses said a gunman followed the Lennons as they got out of a limousine and walked past the Dakota's huge iron gate.
This individual, Mr. Chapman, came up behind him and called to him, Mr. Lennon, as he arrived at that doorway. And then in a combat stance, he emptied the Charter Arms .38 caliber gun that he had with him and shot John Lennon.
I ain't saying this is fate or nothing, and I ain't really trying to make it something that it's not, but I can't stop thinking about how you got so you could have picked any day you wanted.
He said, I ain't saying it's fate or nothing, but he has to sit around and wonder why God picked him. That was a deep line right there. Oof.
And I ain't really trying to make it something that it's not, but I can't stop thinking about how you got so you could have picked any day you wanted. Why'd you pick that day? Why'd you pick that day? I mean, it ain't like you ain't no John Lennon finna get hit that day. I mean it.
Oh, he said, why'd you pick that day? He asked him why he picked that day, and it's like, how can you know that John Lennon's gonna get popped that day?
Pick that day. I mean, it ain't like you ain't no John Lennon finna get hit that day. I mean, it ain't like you ain't know I was finna grow up and spit that way with the heart of a fighter and the mind of a writer. Got me thinking it was writ that way. Well, shit, okay. Guess you lit that flame. Makes sense, you can choose who you give it to. And I'm just sitting back waiting like, these are songs who you want me to spit it to. Cause if it's all...
He said, I'm just sitting back waiting, saying, these songs who you want me to spit them to. Okay. Like it.
And I'm just sitting back waiting like, these are songs who you want me to spit it to. Cause if it's all mapped out, you can have the wheel. And I'm straight crash out, cause I'm tired as hell, man. I'm a straight max out from the times I failed and took the same damn route. Over and over again, hoping I don't get in too deep over my head, cause Lord knows that I'm prone to roam from home and lay my dome down where it don't fit in. And I'm so sick and tired of feeling like an outcast, out of cash with a sound of rats never heard.
Oof. I'm so tired of feeling like an outcast. I'm spitting these lyrics and raps that no one's ever heard. Oh.
It don't fit in, and I'm so sick and tired of feeling like an outcast, out of cash with a sound of rats never heard. These motherfuckers talking about the same damn bullshit, and ain't song, ain't word. And I ain't even mean to curse, I'm just going from the heart. I swear it's like a curse, all the world's realest artists are dearly apart. I've been around the block a few times, and I've been known to jot a couple of rhymes. Even after that, the stars gon' shine. So I guess I'm just the next one in line. Born famous, 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 born famess, born famous.
I'm loving the snares in the back, bro. I'm loving it. Let's go back. Listen, of course, masks. Gotta have your mask on.
Born famous, born famous, born famous, born famous. 1222, 1208. I'm just doing what I do, man. The boy been due, but I'm showing up late. But actually I ain't, man, I'm just like fashion relay. Cause see, I stay on that.
Ooh. Actually, I ain't. I'm doing what a boy band do. Actually, I ain't. I'm just fashionably late. Ooh.
I'm showing up late. But actually I ain't, man, I'm just like fashion relay. Cause see, I stay on that rapper time, man, I stay on that rapper time. Ever since my Pampers, I've been a day late and $1 short. Nothing on my plate but to rob that store. Probably see my fate and get locked up, Lord. Lord, here's my piece, so please tell me why that boy went and shot him for. Pulled out a piece.
Oh, he's asked him flat out. He's like, please tell me, God, why I went and shot that boy for.
Here's my piece, so please tell me why that boy went and shot him for. Pulled out a piece, 4 shots fired, got him with 4. Boy, we got his faith. Romans 1:16, shot out to Lecrae. Pop Johnny today, my mama bought me a maybe it's fake, maybe it ain't, man, I don't know what to think, but I know that I ain't just gon' act like it ain't crazy that I because.
Whoa, hold on. He just flipped the style up real quick.
Boy, we got his faith. Romans 1:16, shot out to Lecrae. Pop Johnny today, my mama bought me a maybe it's fake, maybe it ain't, man, I don't know what to think, but I know that I ain't just gon' act like it ain't crazy that I percussive flows when I lyrically paint. It's kinda like Lennon penning all the words that I think. Something more to this, or you just go in the steps. What I ask myself, well I bash myself like you ain't a star if you word and you rap yourself. Only way you be like Lennon if you blast yourself. I'm right around this when I send the devil back to him.
Oh, the only way you're gonna feel like Lennon is if you blast yourself. As if you,
You just go in the steps. What I ask myself, well I bash myself like you ain't a star if you word and you rap yourself. Only way you be like Lennon if you blast yourself. I'm right around this when I send the devil back to hell. Cause I'll be damned if I'll give up on destiny. And everything I know in my heart I was blessed to be. I'm on the next to be famous.
I'll be damned if I give up on destiny. I know everything in my heart is what I'm meant to be. Hell yeah. Own that shit and say that shit with your chest. Let's hear that again. Everybody out there needs to hear that.
I'm right around this when I send the devil back to hell. Cause I'll be damned if I'll give up on destiny. And everything I know in my heart I was blessed to be. I'm on the next to be famous, but still remain nameless. Lord knows I guess we'll see. I've been around the block a few times, and I've been known to jot a couple of rhymes. Even after death the stars gon' shine. So I guess I'm just the next one in line. Born famous, born famous. Born famous, born famous, born famous, born famous, born famous, born famous, born famous.
Oh, dude, Mesus. That was like, alright, that was different. I'm gonna say that. It was different because of a sense, it was a tribute. But you can feel that, like you threw your own twist into it, where you're relating to it, and if you can't relate to what Mesus was just saying about, I mean, one of the strongest lines in there was, you know, really and truly, the only way I can make myself feel like Lennon is if I blast myself. That's a thought of whether I should do it or not. Whether I should just take my life and just make it that much easier. But you know what? That shit ain't the answer for nobody. And Mesus knows that. And Mesus, good job as always. If you're new to Mesus or this channel, subscribe to both of us. Hopefully you enjoyed his music. Vet Squad, you've heard him before. You're going to keep on hearing him. And you're going to hear the same thing as you will always do. Till next time, stay blessed. Stay safe. Peace out.